I know we have kind of expounded on Piemonte many, many times over. We've talked a lot about all kinds of different grapes from Ruche to, Nebbiolo. And so it seems like in the Langhe, there is just a never ending, inexhaustible supply of wine. And there's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. It is a massively famous wine growing region in northwestern Italy for good reason. So in this case, we have the Arneis from the Langhe. So the Langhe is sort of a larger area contained between the Langhe Mountains to the north and the Monforte Mountains to the south. And in this area, you'll find several white wine varietals, but probably the most famous of all of them is Arneis, the Rascal of the Vineyard. The thing I like about this wine is I love its concentration. This is made by Damilano, which is a very famous house for producing Barolo. When you go through the region, you'll see their signs everywhere. A lot of people like to demarcate their vineyards with their signs, as in this vineyard is produced for Barolo or for Damilano, and this portion of the vineyard is produced for Damilano. And there's one shot. Damilano likes to. They always have this big square on their labels, and at the vineyard of Canubi, which is one of the most famous vineyards in all of Barolo, they just have a big empty square box just like that, so you can roll up and you can take pictures next to it. That's sort of their way of showing that, hey, this vineyard goes into our wines. They've got a great presence everywhere. They own a lot of great vineyard plots, and those high quality plots really show what we've got in the bottle here. So like I mentioned, it's got really intense concentration. A lot of people like to refer to Arneis as sort of like a Chardonnay-ish kind of flavor, and I can see where they're going with that for sure. There is that weight, that sort of core of appley kind of fruit, but I feel like after that, the comparison is pretty much over. This is much more mineral, much leaner on the finish. You've got like a lot of herbaceous kind of qualities too here. You've got some cut grass, you've got some cut flower stems, you've got some fresh like floral components, things that you wouldn't normally find in Chardonnay to begin with. This is also one of those great Italian wines that's sort of like begging to be served on your table next to a whole pile of delicious food. Anything from pear and arugula salads to light kind of fish and seafood, or even lighter cuts of pork belly, something that's going to really feel that like kind of concentration and acidity. Yeah, this is just a really beautiful wine for the table, for refreshment, for aperitivo, just killer stuff. So the Langhe Arneis from Damilano 2018. Sante.